So as you can see, today is going to be my FYE haul. So while I was at FYE, I picked up one of the new ones for Peppermint Lane that we don't have. He's going to be number 6 out of the series. I picked up Cara Dune from The Mandalorian, which at some point I truly expect her to have her own series. And then I picked up Maximus from The Gladiator. But I picked this one up for a slightly different reason, right? They put this sticker. Can you see that sticker there? They put this sticker on there. And what I'm wanting to see is can I get this sticker off without like really damaging the box? So I'm gonna save that one for last, and I'm gonna get like the Peppermint Lane opened up real quick. Now they're showing, it looks like they're only showing 6 on the back of this box because the 2 right there is actually a 2-pack. I mean, so try and remember that when you're looking at it. So they're only showing 6 of them. The only one I don't have now is going to be Harry. I know that this guy's a little bit late. The Christmas is already over with, but I want to get him open anyways and take a look at him and see what he looks like. He's one of them that we don't have. And now after this one, we only don't have one other figure, and we don't have one of the houses. And I'm not really sure which one that is. I think it was the Funko Shop exclusive. This dude's really cool though. This dude's really cool. Let's take a closer look at him. Now I'm wanting to say that this is a walrus, but it could be all kinds of stuff, so I'm just not going to say that that's what it is. I am going to say that he looks super cool. I don't see any real problems with the paint. I love the fact that he's got a pencil in his hand and they kind of like faded the hands out right there. They just did a really good job on this one as far as I can tell. I don't see any paint blemishes, any real paint spillover, and as I'm saying that, y'all see that big mark right there. So as that's coming out of my mouth, we got this god awful big scrape mark going down his bottom right there. I mean, so at the end of the day, that's going to be the only problem that I really see, and that one should have been caught like in their quality control. That would have took just a little bit of paint real quick to fix that. And it almost seems as if we're starting to see a lot of quality control issues from Funko again. I mean, I know that they kind of like did away with that for a while, but it seems like we are starting to see those again. But I'm going to put him to the side, and then I'm going to get him back in his box, and I'm going to get him put up with the rest of the Peppermint Lane stuff that goes out only on Christmas. I mean, so that's become like a tradition around my house. It's super fun. If that's not something that you're doing, maybe that's something that you should think about doing, because it's just a lot of fun. You get to get them out, you get to place your little village up, you get to put your pops in there. It's a lot of fun. So Cara Dune, they're showing, let's see, we have 12 commons on the back of this box. She's number 356 out of the group. This one I was super excited to find there. I did not know that they even made a pop of her, didn't know that it was an FYE exclusive. You can only get this one at FYE, I guess. So there's the 12 commons that they're showing on the back of this box. Let's see, yeah, I mean, and I've said this a bunch of times, but I'm going to say it again. So when they show the commons on the back of this box, they leave off the exclusives and the chase variances, right? So you're not going to see like a Funko Shop exclusive. You shouldn't see like a Walmart or an FYE exclusive, and they don't have her on the back of this box. So the back of the box is just for their commons, which once you understand that, then you understand why you see so many of them that aren't on the back of the box, right? Cara Dune is pretty fire, if I'm being honest with you guys, and she's gonna look really well like right next to my Mando. Let's take a closer look at her. All right, so we know with just about all of the Star Wars stuff, it comes on these stands right here, and I'm not a huge fan of the stand. I do like the fact that they got that little stencil under her eye. I can't really remember what it is, but I know it has something to do with the rebellion or something to that effect. I don't see any paint spillover to talk about. They did a great job getting her face and her hair painted 2 different colors, which is always kind of a challenge, right? Right there in the creases and all, it's just a little bit of a challenge not to have like any real paint spillover, but they did a good job. You can see where they glued that piece of the hair there. I don't like the fact that I can see the glue, and that's something that we're starting to see a lot of. It is where they're gluing stuff on and then they get sloppy with the glue. Other than that, look, this is a really well done piece. I mean, they even managed, and I hope the camera can see that. Let me get closer. They even managed to like get the tattoo. Do you see that right there? Oh man, that's just awesome. The amount of detail work like that they managed to pull out of her is just really awesome. And look, sometimes when you're looking at these guys, it's easy to get caught up in all the things that they did wrong, right? It's easy for me to get caught up in the paint spillover. It's easy for me to get caught up in the glue, even though the glue is more annoying than the paint spillover. I'm just going to be totally honest. When it comes right down to it, that glue is just super annoying that they allow that to leave there like on top of it, right? I mean, there should be some kind of process that stops that, but clearly there's not. Her head needed to be turned just a little bit more than it was. I might have turned it too far, so I just turned it back a little bit. There we go. this is a really well done pop. I love the fact that they have her gun in her hand. It's almost as if like the scene where it jams on the very last one, season 2, it kind of jams up. Great job they did with that one, just great job. Now I picked this one up, 1, because it's an awesome movie, 2, because it's Maximus from The Gladiator, and then 3, I want to see if we can get that sticker off. Now I think that sticker is going to be challenging, and I hope that it doesn't like damage the box, but let's see if we can get it off without damaging the box, right? That's the real curiosity behind this. And if I don't get it off without damaging the box, do I need to use some kind of an alcohol? Is there something that I can use to get that off if it doesn't damage this box? But let's take a closer look and see if we can get that off. The real trick to this is just going to see if this comes off without like damaging the box. And how about throw some comments down below and tell me if you've ever had some that came with stickers. I know that GameStop tends to put some of them out with the stickers, and they're really easy to get off the bottom of the box, if we're being honest. I have zero like problems yet with getting the stickers off of the GameStop ones. It's a little difficult getting off of there. It's not wanting to just come straight off, but look at that. It didn't leave any glue, any adhesive. It didn't leave any marks. So hey, look, I got to give them mad props for like not messing the box up, because I was just convinced that this was a recipe for disaster, that putting a sticker on the box like that was just going to mess it up. It didn't. Now maybe that's why they put it on the box versus putting it on the plastic, because my first thoughts were, why didn't they put it on the plastic? But maybe they knew that it was going to stick to the plastic. Maybe it's something that they had done before. They are showing 2 comments on the back of this box, and you know, you immediately recognize where these guys are from if you remember this movie at all. This is a really cool movie, and if you haven't had a chance to go check this movie out, you should definitely go check this movie out. This movie has so much going on in it that it's just phenomenal to watch. Now, like I said, they're showing 2 of these guys. He's number 860 out of the group. The box looks a lot like something that you would have seen off the movie. Like they have the whole arena on the background. I mean, so this reminds me a lot of something that you would have just seen off the movie. Let's get him out of the box and just see what he looks like, right? I mean, because this is such an iconic character from the movie, and it seems like lately FYE has just been getting the iconic stuff like Carla Dune and Maximus from The Gladiator, and I see it just feels like I see a lot of that coming from FYE here lately. He looks pretty cool though. Let's take a closer look at him. He is pretty awesome. Now I don't see any real paint spillover to talk about just looking at him right up the jump. I do see some glue on his hair though. I mean, look, they really need to like start slowing down and fixing what they have going on there. And why are they using glue so much? I mean, it seems like lately they've been using a lot of glue in a lot of different places. Like I bet his arms are glued on, I bet his bottom is glued on. You can actually see in there that there's some separation, which tells me that that's glued on. Why they went to so many little pieces and started like gluing, just, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I'm sure that it makes a lot of sense to them, but it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But it does look like they did a fairly good job. I don't see any real paint spillover other than a few little shiny pieces that don't even necessarily have to be glue. Maybe it could be a little oil or something like that. I feel like lately though, Funko and their quality control is kind of starting to trickle back down in the wrong direction, right? I mean, for a while there, Funko's quality control was really, really bad. And then in the whole COVID, it seems like they started to correct some of the problems, and now it feels like we're kind of going back to that, right? It feels like they're starting to take a little bit of a downward crawl again, and I really hope that they get their hands on it before we start seeing a god-awful amount of them that all have this glue, or they have the paint spillover, or they have the imperfections that we've become so used to seeing. So I hope that they get a handle on that before it starts back down the same path that we seen at the beginning of 2020. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and become part of the Wayneko crew. There is no Wayneko crew without you, and I truly appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a good one.